everyone, Thomas T-Bone here, and who doesn't love these girls, the Ghoul Girls? I don't know about y'all guys, but they're my favorite band. And in the review I'm doing today, they is kinda, in my opinion, is kinda like behind the music kind of thing, where we learn how these girls got together and formed the band, and if it wasn't for one special group, these girls might not have got together. You know, V's favorite band, the Scream Girls. Now, let me start at the beginning. It was a typical day at Vampirina's house when her mama Sana was working on the computer, and V was there, and so was Gregoria, and I think Poppy and Bridget were there too. It's been a while since I've seen the episode, so I'm going by memory here. And all of a sudden, Sana gets an email about who's coming to the Scary and B. And she's like, "Oh, you won't believe who's coming." And then when she told her it was the Scream Girls, she was so excited she screamed. Even Gloria knew it was coming because she counted it down and she finally screamed. and then after all that this is the part that I'm kind of controversial with this episode. If you're a big fan of the Vampirina like I am, here's my question about this episode. When they walk back into the living room, I've seen this episode a million times, so I know. I think it was her who asked it. Poppy asked, "Who is the Scream Girls?" Now, excuse me for a moment, but if you remember, if you're like me and you remember V goes viral, sorry. Anyway, if you remember that episode, you remember how V and Poppy were actually listening to the Scream Girls. Now, if it was Bridget that asked that, I wouldn't have a problem, but V and Poppy were actually listening to the Scream Girls, and she was like, "Oh, the Scream Girls play the guitar? I mean, the bone drill or something like that," and all that. And in this episode, she asked, "Who are the Scream Girls?" I mean, seriously, she knows who they are. I mean, come on. Anyway, they V told them and showed them on the TV when they were singing "Living the Scream" and stuff, and they're a really cool band too. I like the Scream Girls; they're awesome too. Sorry about that Twitch notification. I love listening to Twitch. Anyway, if you can see that, but anyway, after that, the doorbell rang, and it was the guest, the Scream Girls. Now, these ladies right here are the Scream Girls, in case you don't know, or in case you're not a big Vampirina fan like I am. And these girls I'm showing on here are the Ghoul Girls. Now V right there in the middle was kind of nervous and stuff when she opened the door. I think this kind of thing was funny right here. She mixed up her words. Okay, it wasn't that funny because she was kind of nervous and stuff, you know, and they just looked at her, and they all came in and started talking, and V mentioned that that her and her friends play instruments too, you know, and they actually played for the Ghoul Girls in the next scene. And the Ghoul Girls actually put them in their own school of rock, and actually taught them how to be in the band, and they all sang their first famous song, which is "Find Your Inner Ghoul," which I love that song. My favorite song by these girls girls. One of my other favorite songs from these girls are the what's it called? The one with the music video where they're in the museum and what was it called? They're kind of in the museum and they're and all. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Anyway, they all performed that night. They were going to perform a concert with the Screen Girls, but of course V was getting nervous, and the Screen Girls decided to go first, and and V got kind of nervous about them doing their famous thing they saw on TV and people finding out about them being monsters, and then Bridget, you would think it wouldn't be Bridget because she's so scared, but Bridget came out and actually started playing, and Poppy was like, no way, and they both went out and started playing, and then they started playing their song Living the Scream, and I mean not Find Your Inner Ghoul, I'm sorry. They haven't done Living the Scream yet. Anyway, and everyone clapped, and that was the birth of the Ghoul Girls. It was one of my favorite bands, like I said. I love this episode. It's kind of like one of those VH1 moments where it's kind of like behind the music kind of thing. This episode actually shows you how they became a band and their first concert with their favorite band, and I just enjoyed it myself. Please let me know what you thought about the episode, and if you like to, leave a like, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for all notifications so you won't miss one of my videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.